Welcome back to Beernid 40K. Today we're going to talk about 10 reasons why you should be talking about Kill Team. Be sure to watch this whole video because I saved the best reason for last, and if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button to make sure the Inquisition doesn't come after you. So let's get started with 10 reasons why you should be talking about Kill Team. Reason number 1 for why you should be talking about Kill Team is low cost to entry. With some armies you can get started for as low as $50 USD, and what once would barely cover one troop's choice is now enough for a whole Kill Team army in some cases. Cost is a major factor in regular 40K, and many new players often spend hundreds of dollars building an army only to find it has a major flaw that requires more models and more money to fix. This issue will be significantly lowered in the case of armies where there are only 2 to 4 units to choose from, meaning not only can you get started for much less than before, it will likely be easier to become successful at playing the game when you're first getting started in 40K. This leads into reason number 2. It is more accessible to new hobbyists. Painting 5 guys before your first game is a lot less intimidating to a new hobbyist than the prospect of building and painting over 100 miniatures. Not only that, you more experienced gamers can keep another kill team or two with you when you go out, making it possible to score that fabled, spontaneous pickup game that has become all but impossible to find in my area for regular 40K. Finding a game of Kill Team can be as easy as walking up and saying hi to somebody browsing the game store and asking if they want to play. If they don't have an army, no problem. What'll it be, friend? Orcs? Tau? If you keep a few kill teams in your case as spares, you might be surprised at how easy it is for a person already curious about 40K and browsing the line to agree to a quick 20-minute match, which might actually get more people playing regular 40K in the long run if you think about it. This brings us perfectly to reason number 3, multiple armies. I always said if I could, I'd have models from every faction. There are a lot of people that want to collect cool models and paint, but don't want to have to invest $600 to play the army. The short game times and low cost to entry means you might be able to play a few games with your favorite faction with one player, and when he packs up to go, you pull out a different kill team and play a new game with somebody else. In my mind, I see this as possibly keeping things very fresh and interesting, with issues like boredom and burnout in the hobby lessening significantly. Reason number 4 for why you should be talking about Kill Team is less storage space. As we've mentioned earlier, one case can probably be enough to store multiple kill teams in. In increasingly tight quarters and urban environments that many of us live in, space is at a premium, and in many cases a single box may be enough to store your entire hobby in if you only play Kill Team. Paints, terrain, models, dice, and rules can all live together in one space if you need it to be that way, which if you were to ask my wife, she'd say would be a good thing. Reason number 5 for why you should be talking about Kill Team is that you can play more games in a similar amount of time. I mentioned easier pickup games earlier, but the short time frame of around 30 minutes per match combined with the new campaign systems means you can get 3 or 4 games in that have a narrative progression and make you feel like you accomplished something, all in the space that it would take to play one game of regular 40K. Reason number 6 is that all the faction rules are in one place. How many times has your opponent declared some rule that you just knew was shenanigans, and then you had to stand shoulder to shoulder with them looking in the codex, not finding that rule? Not the case with Kill Team. With all the rules for every faction contained in one place for now, on just a couple of pages for each faction, you can get to know the ins and outs of armies even if you don't play them, and know what they're capable of and what to expect from them. Reason number 7 for why you should be talking about Kill Team is customization and conversion. I think this is one of the coolest aspects of Kill Team, and it's something I'm really hoping people take advantage of. How many people online have you seen write in on a forum saying they would like to do true-scale Space Marines, for example, but they were worried it would turn $300 or more worth of their old models into squats? Your Kill Team models don't have to match anything outside of Kill Team, allowing you to explore creative customization potentials that you always wanted to try, and make a unique force that can stand on its own and be its own entity. Reason number 8 for why you should be talking about Kill Team is that it is an even playing field right now. The fact is, at this stage with Kill Team barely coming out, you don't have anybody that is grossly more experienced than you are, or knows all the beardy tricks just yet. They might be experienced in 40K and have a game plan or a few ideas up their sleeve, but the fact is, everybody is new to the game right now. If you start right now, you're getting in on the ground floor, which is an experience not many people have in 40K. Right now, a new player often feels stupid and slow playing against a 10-year veteran who is kind enough to sit down to a game with them and try to show them the ropes. and I think there's something to be said for the level playing field of 40k kill teams right now. Reason number 9 for why you should be talking about kill teams is it's a great gateway game for friends and family. For years, I've been barking up the 40k tree to one of my brothers who's obsessed with yucky Dungeons & Dragons. This goes back to what I was saying earlier about the low barrier to entry, but the fact is, now, next time I go down, we're going to play a game using my models. There's no investment for him to get his first game in, and he can try it out in only 20 minutes, meaning there's no reason why I can't finally get him to try an iteration of Warhammer 40k. My hope is that once I get him started, he'll catch the bug like I did, and go off on his own to start a little league with his D&D buddies who are already actively meeting to game with each other each week. It would be very easy for him to have about 15 models or so with him, which is enough for 2 or 3 kill teams, and put little matches together while they're waiting for that last person to show up who's always late. This is something I'm very excited about for Kill Team, and I think you should be too. There's only one fact left, so if you've enjoyed this video so far, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and let's get into fact number 10 for why you should be talking about Kill Team. Lastly, reason number 10 that you should be excited for the new Kill Team is that it harkens back to the days of original 40k Rogue Trader. When 40k was originally invented, this is what it was envisioned to be. 40k at its heart has always wanted to have an element of narrative and fluff present on the tabletop, surrounding a small, mishmash squad of dudes, and this is something that competitive play over several years and multiple editions has sucked the life out of in a way. Kill Team is a return to a time when players don't have to have tournament-ready lists in order to sit down and have a fun time playing a game. I don't think it's surprising at all that Rogue Trader, whether it's going to be a supplement or look more like a game of its own, has already been announced. This was a time in 40k history where things were unexplored and unknown, where strange creatures and strange experiences lay out in the galaxy for you to find, and I'm excited for where Kill Team can take us. There's so much here to be explored and fleshed out by the players as well as Games Workshop, and I truly hope you join in this discovery with me. So that's 10 reasons why you should be talking about Kill Team. My question is, will you be playing Kill Team, or does it miss the mark for your gaming needs? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to like this video, subscribe, and share with a friend who might be interested, and I'll see you again next time on Beerinid 40K.